All right, group number one, if you picked pile number one, this little red fire dragon here, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to put him back where he usually sits. And let's see what is going on in your current connection. What's going on in your current connection? The July readings, don't forget those. Feel free to go back and look at that as well. Those were very powerful. The month ahead readings for Patreon subscribers, so make sure that you check that out again. That might be resonating with you now. Remember, it's timeless, so it might resonate with you for all of July. If you can hear my voice, not only is it early, but I've been having major throat chakra activations. So you might be experiencing that as well. Communication coming in with all of these connections. We're going to have a Sacred Union Energy update on my YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out as well. Okay. All right, Spirit, what's going on for pile number one, their current connection? Whew. That King of Pentacles has been coming out in almost every reading for the past several months. Really interesting here. I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to put this over here for now. Okay. Current connection. Let's get one more row, please. One more row. Current connection. Current connection. Current connection. Current connection, please. Okay, really interesting energy that's coming through here. This is a time of endings. And the endings are definitive. They are finite. We are closing out old cycles, closing off old karmic timelines. We are really creating endings for ourselves so that we could have that new beginning. Because we have leveled up within ourselves. We have really shifted in consciousness, really shifted the energy. And you can feel how palpable that is. You can feel the shift in energy where it's like when you look back on the previous few weeks, months, years, it's like that feels like another person, that feels like another time, it feels like another lifetime. That's because the cycle has come to a definitive close. Now, what's happening here is, I'm not going to read the cards in order, I'm just getting an overall energy here. What's happening here is, with your connection, you're feeling old timelines collapsing, where you might have been transmuting, you might have been clearing out old energy, where you felt trapped, where you felt like there was conflict, where you felt like there were situations that were holding you back, keeping you divided, keeping you in separation energy. But that's coming to a close. Any past pain, any past betrayal, any past hurts coming to an end so that you can move forward in this glorious light. This Eight of Wands, look at how much energy is just coming through, just shooting through. This is like the universe pushing you to higher energy, higher timelines. But the old had to close out. For some, this is the closing of old relationships, the ending of old relationships. For others, this is the ending of perspectives around relationships, by which I mean seeing things clearly, seeing things as they are, accepting things as they are, closing out past pain, closing out past hurt that was keeping you from feeling this love, this security, this celebration, really putting down the burden of even carrying connection. I'm hearing carrying connection by yourself. So this can resonate with a lot of you in many different ways. I am open to readings, and you guys as Patreon subscribers do get a discount. Don't forget that. So if you'd like me to tune into your individual energy, just let me know. But I'm picking up on a lot of different scenarios here. So take it as it resonates for you. This Three of Coins here is giving me the energy of the Eight of Pentacles, where it's like you are hard at work, have been hard at work to become stable within yourself. And because you have become stable within yourself, especially that masculine energy, being more grounded, being more secure within yourself, you're calling in that partner. Your divine counterpart is becoming the King of Pentacles. We've been channeling that for a while. But the old energy had to clear out. The old energy of conflict, chaos, competition had to end. And because you were, or your partner was, experiencing that within, with the Five of Swords, it was reflecting in your physical environment, in your physical connection, in your physical relationship. Again, take it as it resonates for you. But all the energy is coming to an end. And also this energy where it felt like you were not in partnership, where it felt like you were doing it all on your own, and that's coming to an end as well, because here you have a partner that is coming in. Here's where this energy is coming in. King of Wands, the Five of Coins, and the Justice card. Where you felt that lack, where you felt like you were doing it all on your own, where you felt like you were being left out in the cold. Now you have this fiery King of Wands coming in to show you, no, we're going to be doing this together. We're going to be balancing out. Justice is being served in this connection. But you had to completely let the past go. You had to completely end what needed to be ended here so that you could welcome in this divine partnership. You had to put an end to what you thought. And we've been channeling this for the past several months as well. The journey's end. You had to release the journey of what you thought you knew, where you thought you were headed, so that you could welcome in what's actually been unfolding, where it's actually been leading, which has always been to this divine union, which has always been to this divine love. But you had to release the heaviness, the responsibility of this connection. You had to trust more fully in yourself and in that partnership with God, and in that partnership with your counterpart, to bring this to fruition. You were releasing the energy of holding all the responsibility of this connection. And that is what ended on this journey for you. You had to release the burden that you were holding on to. And with that burden came expectations. With that burden came a sense of control, and still wanting to control how this union looked, how this partnership unfolded. You had to release everything and just be in the energy of trust. And that's where you are now. That's what's happening now. What's shifting in your connection is what's changing in your connection. What your current connection is, releasing the energy of the old so that you can welcome in the new with this. Wow. Very fast momentum. I hope I'm channeling this correctly. This feels very collective. Okay, more on this energy, please. The Hierophant. Yeah, this is exactly it. You had to release what you thought you knew about the journey, what you thought you knew about your connection, what you thought you knew about divine union, what you thought other people were telling you about divine union, as far as, maybe the template that was being laid out. You had to let that go in order to ascend to a higher level of understanding of what divine love and divine union really is. You see how you still have the 4 pillars here? This is that higher level. Not looking at it from such a 3D perspective, from the relationship angle, from the partnership angle, from the mission angle, but looking at it as a sacred divine union. You had to shift your perspective and say, oh, okay, this is divine partnership. This is sacred union with that Trinity energy of God, Source, the universe, whatever it is that you want to call that pure divine love. This is that Trinity energy. I am creating with God, and so I've never had to control this. I've never had to create expectations around this. So this is you ascending to a higher level of understanding about this partnership, about what divine love and sacred union really is. It is all about love. It's not just about, yes, it will manifest in physical relationship, but it is not just about that. It has never been just about that. That is what is being understood here. You are ascending to a higher level of understanding of what your connection is, what it feels like, what it means, what it feels like energetically, and what it will be in the physical. It is coming in the physical. It is becoming very tangible. Again, communication coming in. But you have had to release what you thought you knew about the journey. You've had to release and surrender so much of the template that you were holding on to allow yourself to align to it. Tell me more about that. The High Priestess. You had to recognize within yourself, Get out of any mental entrapment. Get out of any fears. Get out of any anxieties, and recognize within yourself that not only were you manifesting it, but it was always there. It was always there. It wasn't that you were manifesting it. It was always there. You just had to align to it and allow yourself to relieve yourself of any fears of separation, any fears of division. You always had the power within you. You were always in alignment with the high priest, high priestess here. You were always in alignment to it. Never seeking that energy outside of yourself. This is inner union. The more you align to your inner union, the more you are aligning to that conscious counterpart without. Because as within, so without, you naturally align to that in your external environment to what you are within. But you had to do the deep dive to really recognize yourself as that higher power. To recognize yourself as that, I don't want to say higher power, but that the higher self, to recognize, the higher power within you, to recognize the wisdom, to recognize your intuition and that divine intuition, how divinely intuitive you are, that you didn't need any outside resources to complete you. Your counterpart does not make you whole. Your counterpart is who you are, reflected outside of yourself. And so as you come into divine partnership as two beautifully whole beings, the power just increases. It becomes exponential. Okay, this is taking on a different energy than I anticipated for these Patreon readings, for these pick-a-piles. This is that higher level stuff that we've been channeling, but it's because you're ready. It's because you're here. Because you know that it's so much more. These divine connections, you cannot call it a divine connection, a spiritual connection, if you're still just focused on the 3D. If you're still just focused on the romance, the partnership, the marriage, the relationship, what that looks like in the 3D. You can't call it a divine connection or a spiritual connection if you're still focused on that, because then you're looking outside of yourself. A spiritual connection is what you feel. That's this high priestess energy. And you recognizing that is you aligning more fully to the divine, more fully to that spiritual connection, to your counterpart in that higher level of union. And I love this 5 of coins here, because the 5 of coins can sometimes be an energy of lack, scarcity, again, neglect, rejection, abandonment, left out in the cold. But here, look at that hand that's being offered. This very much feels like that 6 of coins energy, that balancing out, that partnership here. There is a balancing out that is coming in because you have balanced out within yourself, because you're in alignment with yourself, because you've recognized within yourself, calmed the chaos and the conflict within yourself, cleared those fears, healed those fears, healed those time limits of separation, of division within yourself, of anxiety, of, oh my gosh, what if this connection never comes to pass? You recognize that this connection is here and always has been here. I implore you guys to check out my Sacred Union Energy update. You've always been in union. You can do a search on my YouTube channel for that. That is this energy here. Let's see if we can get some more. Yeah. You're recognizing that you have always been abundant, and you've always had the power to manifest your abundance. That never laid outside of yourself. And that abundance is not just financial, material, but it is your connection as well. Being grounded, coming into the physical. You had to go through a transformation. You had to recognize that love and that union within yourself in order to recognize that within this partnership. Yeah, the union, you couldn't see. The moon card is not everything has been revealed. You were not always able to see how that union, 3 of Cups being my union card, how that union came into being. And that's because you weren't always meant to. You had to be in an energy of trust, trusting your intuition, trusting the higher power, trusting the divine unfolding, trusting the path. You had to be in the energy of trust in order for this union to take place, because you had to be fully in the energy of faith and trust and love within yourself. That's a transformation that you have recently gone through. And so your connection is going to be coming to fruition. Now, this is a reading that is more about you. So if you have been going through this process, know that it's about you, because you had to pull the energy back from your counterpart to recognize this transformation within yourself, to close out old cycles where you were still holding responsibility, where you were still holding the burdens of expectations for this connection. You had to focus solely on you so that you could go through this process of endings in order for there to be a rebirth within your connection. So this reading is much more focused on you rather than your connection. But the more you do that inner work, the more you release the old, even the old templates of this journey, what you thought this journey was, the more you just have faith in the divine unfolding, trust your intuition with every next step, the more you are aligning to your divine counterpart. I have a feeling we'll get into your divine counterpart in the next reading, but this really is about you, because your relationship is a reflection of you. That's what these sacred partners are. Your divine counterpart is your greatest mirror, your greatest reflection in the energy of unconditional love. And yes, they might trigger you, but they trigger you to be your highest self. This is the energy of your highest self. And because you are now anchored into and embodying your highest self, or in the process of becoming that, you are aligning to that divine love connection, and more harmony, and more love, and more balance. You are aligning to that in your physical world, but you couldn't have gotten there without doing the deep dives for yourself first. Okay, I want to get some dragon energy in here and see what do the dragons have to say about your current connection or this energy. Spirit, what do the dragons have to say? Messages from the dragons. That's too many. Messages from the dragons, please. Air and Fire Dragon, expands your creative energies, harness your creativity, excitement, and enthusiasm, communicate your passion. This is an energy of that sacral chakra energy. This is the energy of you get to manifest your life. You get to choose your life. You get to create your life. So focus on yourself. Focus on what it is that you're creating in your highest light. And from there, you manifest it in your physical world. From there, by having that faith, having that trust in yourself, you get to see it reflected in your physical world, but it all comes from your own creative abilities. Now, that does not mean that you don't create with another person or the world around you. That's co-creative partnership. But you holding on to that dream, you holding on to that vision. Okay, let's put it this way, because they're asking me to pull back a minute. It's not holding on so tightly that it can't be any other way. That's control. It's allowing yourself to hold that vision within yourself by saying, this is what I want. I want to align to divine love. I want to align to sacred partnership. I want to align to my highest self in that partnership. That's holding the vision. But then you release the expectation, you release the control of how that comes to pass. And that's what you're ending here, ending those cycles of needing it to happen a certain way, envisioning it happen a certain way, just allowing it to flow, allowing yourself to align naturally, allowing it to unfold. That's what your power is. That's what co-creative power is. It's allowing you to have the vision, have the desire, what it is that you want to create, but then allowing it to unfold. And the more you are allowing things to unfold, releasing that control, releasing those expectations of it has to be this way, trying to manipulate it, And even if you don't consciously recognize that you're trying to manipulate it, we do that from the ego sense. And the more we integrate the ego and trust the soul, trust the divine, trust the unfolding, the more we release the ego. So you're not manipulating it anymore. The more you release that, the more you're able to have instant manifestations. I can't snap my fingers this morning, but the more you're able to have instant manifestations, because you're just aligned. You're just saying, okay, this is what I want. This is what I would like to happen. This is what I would like to see. This is what I would like to manifest. And I'm trusting in God, the universe, source, to bring that to me in my highest timeline, in my highest light. I release how that should look. I release how that should be. You're not so focused on the nitty-gritty details. You can't be so focused on the nitty-gritty details. That's the universe's job. You are in an energy of focus on the energy. That's how you manifest, by focusing on the energy. But focus on, this is how I want to feel. This is how I want to engage with the world. This is how I want to be. For example, if you want more money, I want to be in an energy of security, financial abundance. I want to feel financially stable, financially sound, financially abundant, financially good and excited and enthusiastic. And so with that energy, you hold that vision, you hold that energy. The universe then brings in what you need in order to align to that energy, that feeling that you're holding. If it's love and romance and relationship, you be in the energy of I am. They're saying, don't forget the affirmations. I am in an energy of romance and love and sacredness, because that's what I'm holding. That's the vibration that I'm holding within. And so the universe then aligns to that in the physical. They put the pieces together. The universe, God, puts the pieces together for you in your highest light. So you don't have to worry about the nitty-gritty. You don't have to worry about how things are going to unfold or the path that it takes to get there. You just have to hold the vibration, hold the feeling. That's your creation. Hold the vision, and then the universe creates around that. Expand your light for ascension, the golden orange dragon. Be a peaceful warrior. Help those in need. Remember your magnificence. Remember your power. Remember your power. The more you're ascending, the more you are expanding your creative abilities. The more you are expanding your alignment, the more you are able to manifest in those higher timelines. But release the conflict. Release the energy of competition, resistance, control, manipulation. Release the energy of needing to hold on so tightly. The more you go with the flow, the more you align, the more you manifest. Yeah, clearing your pathway here. Trust that you're protected, walk a path of light. The more you're in the energy of your divine light, the more that's aligning to you. Again, this is more of a connection about you versus your connection. A reading about you versus your connection, but that is what you're aligning to. Okay, tell me about their current connection, please. Tell me about their current connection. Yeah, exactly. Trust and release codependency. Release the responsibility. Release the need. Allow yourself to trust fully in yourself, in your own divine union, in your own sacred magic, in your own power and divinity. And that includes the sacred masculine within you. Trusting the masculine energy within you, because that aligns you to that sacred masculine partner. If you're divine feminine, if you're divine masculine watching this, then this aligns you to the feminine energy with you by trusting your own masculine energy to rise and be that masculine partner to your feminine. But this is all about trust. This is all about trusting yourself, all about trusting the divine, releasing codependency on the journey, on this is what it needs to look like, this is how it needs to unfold, releasing codependency on your partner, and just allowing the love and the energy to flow. Chemistry between you guys, but that chemistry card is that allowing it to flow. Also getting to know each other, wanted to make itself known. This is releasing the past and allow yourself to be in the energy of trust and allowing yourself to get to know each other in this new divine alignment. Because you're a new person, you've gone through this death or are going through this death and rebirth, this transformation. Your partner is as well. So allow yourselves to get to know each other in this new divine light. Don't hold on to the past. Allow yourself to continue to align and continue this path to unfold. Okay, I'm going to end with messages here. Really surprising reading. Did not expect this to come out. Messages from pile one's person. Life is better when I'm loving you. Yes, love is better when you're not trying to control, when you're not trying to manipulate, when you're not having those expectations, when you're not having that rigidity. Life is better when you're just in the flow of loving each other in the present moment and trusting each other to love each other in this divine love, recognizing that this is divine love and allowing yourself to trust that. Let's stop time so you'll always be mine. Your love reminds me who I really am, and I'm giving you all my heart. Beautiful, beautiful reading, beautiful energy. A little bit surprising. Did not expect for it to be about you. I thought it was going to be about your connection, but we're going to see what happens in the next pick a pile. See if we can bring it down a little bit, but I feel like these are the messages that need to be heard for the collective right now. It is really about you aligning to yourself so that you can align to your beautiful, sacred, divine partner. All right, group number 1, I hope that this resonated with you. I'm sending you so much love, so much light, and we'll see you next time. Bye.